What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, man? What is good? What's good, LaMarcus? Ain't no, boy, I ain't seen you in forever. I ain't seen you in forever. What's happening? What y'all got going on? Ain't no doubt. Y'all hit that like button when y'all show up, man. Ain't no sense of laughing, LaMarcus. All that laughing, man. What's going on, man? It's Friday, man. Who got paid today? It's Friday. Did anybody get paid today? It's Friday. What's up? It's Friday. Did anybody get paid today? I need to borrow something. Did anybody get paid today? I need to borrow something. Ain't no doubt. Friday, man. It's 3:04. My boy Melvin say he got that bread today. I need to borrow something. Can anybody send me anything to the cash app? I need to borrow something. It's hard out here. It's hard out here, man. Can anybody let me borrow something? That's what I figured. See, that's what I'm saying. When a man needs some help, ain't nobody around. When a man needs some help, it ain't nobody around. See what how long you two bit. He say he sent Lieutenant Dan. Hey man, I ain't talking about Lieutenant Dan. I'm talking about me, man. Can anybody let me borrow something? I need to borrow something. It's Friday. I know somebody got paid today. And I know everybody ain't goddamn me stingy. So somebody can let me borrow a couple of dollars. Can anybody do that? It's Friday. Yeah. Can anybody let me borrow a food stamp? Can anybody let me borrow a food stamp? What's up, big face? Say what you need, Wood. Man, I'm good, man. Y'all hit that like button, man. Y'all do that for me, man. Can y'all let me borrow a like? I need to borrow a like. Can y'all let me borrow a like? Hit the like button if you in here, man. Yeah. Y'all hit the like button if y'all in here. Let me borrow a like. Let me borrow that thumbs up. That's free. If I can borrow that. Can anybody let me borrow that? Yeah. What's up, Waco? What's good, man? It's all good on my end of the field, man. It's 3:53. We in here, man. Y'all know we're going to get to the discussion, man. I just moved around for a few days because I got to take care of business, because if I don't, ain't nobody going to take care of me. Y'all see ain't nobody in the chat want to let me borrow no money, so that means I had to go make my own money. That's for real. But let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. What's good, Steve? It's all good on my end. If you're here for the first time, appreciate you for tapping in. But I need you to hit the like button if you in the chat. It's free. It don't cost you a dime. So let's take care of that first. Now, all the markets spent this money on the 40 ounce. You wrong, the markets, man. You wrong. First of all, let me say this here, man. Shout out to my brother Pat King, man. Did 30 years, man. Now ain't home free, man. Shout out to him, man. I wish him nothing but the best of luck, man. Shout out to my boy CEO Hockley for doing what he always do, man. And let's look out for his own, right? That's real talk. I had to get that out of the way first, man. Big ups to that situation over there. Ain't no doubt. Let's talk about it, man. Now that all the election is over with, 448 in the building. Now all this election over with, all the crime over with, all that, yeah, that's why I keep telling y'all don't get caught up in that politics shit, man. Leave all that shit for politicians, man. Let them handle all that business up top. That's their shit. We got to keep living, because you gotta understand one thing, two things for sure. If you keep waking up, your bill's gonna keep getting paid. Remember that. If you keep waking up, your bill's gonna keep getting paid. But the minute you lay off is the minute you miss the payoff. Don't ever forget that. The minute you lay off is the minute you miss the payoff, right? So don't lay off. Don't lay off. Let them politicians and all that shit up top worry about that. Y'all let them worry about that, you know. And I know there's some people with some broke hearts and, you know, people been crying and all that shit. Hey, man. Hey, snap out of it. Put your hard hat back on and understand one thing. In Washington, D.C., where the White House is at, right? It's been named the White House for a reason. Quit acting like y'all don't understand the situation. It was named the White House for a reason. The shit don't belong to nobody else but the people. That's they shit. That's they shit. So quit fooling yourself. I hate to see people build their hopes up for a letdown. That's why I say, let that politician shit stay with the politicians, right? Because that shit is a awful game. It's low down and it's dirty. And it get played in many ways. And if you ain't no politician and your heart is not hard, you're going to be heartbroken. Because people use different mechanisms to bring people in, right? And politicians and politics is a money game. That's all it is. That's all it is. Politics and politicians is a money game. Whoever has the most money, 9 out of 10 win the game. And it's whoever has the most on the line, and whoever has the most to lose, right? Y'all stay with me. Whoever has the most to lose somehow seems to win the game, right? And in this case, it ain't no secret who had the most to lose. So it's ways around everything. And I was taught a long time ago, any game you in, if you not cheating, you're not trying to win. Because in politics, nobody plays the game straight up. The only people that's looking at the game straight up is the people on the outside looking in. It's no different than being in a crap game. The person that loses all the time is the person that don't use the loaded dice. Remember that. The man that comes to the game with the loaded dice walks away with the most money. That's all politics is. It's a gambling game. And if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying to win. Understand that. That's all it is. So sometimes you got to give a ball, a strike, a strike. But if you on the outside looking in and you not on the inside, don't you get caught up in that shit. Because your feelings can easily get hurt. Can easily get hurt. And you'll find yourself mad at the whole world and the shit didn't have nothing to do with you or what you thinking about. That means you got caught up in the numbers game and the color game. Don't do that. Don't allow yourself to get fucked like that. Let them people in government govern how they want it. Because guess what? Even after the election, if you woke up the day after the election and went to work, you got paid. Your shit ain't gonna change. If you on the lower level of getting money, your shit ain't gonna change. Your shit ain't gonna change. Trust me. If you keep getting up going to work for these next 4 years, you still gonna have something to put in your pocket. It's the people that got caught up and they gonna decide to do some different shit because they worried about the White House. It was named that for a reason. Why people don't get it? And that's real talk. Real. It's been many presidents that's been elected. And for those that got up and did the same thing every day, their life went on. It's for the people that took the day off is the ones that missed the payoff. It's like I told you before this city even resolved itself. Neither one of those people are gonna pay that fucking bill in your house. Remember that. Neither one of those people. It's Christmas time, right? Next month is Christmas time. Neither Kamala Harris nor Donald Trump gonna put a motherfucking present under your tree for your kids. Neither one of those people. Remember that, right? I just thought I'd put that spiel out there for those that's feeling kind of bad on today, which is November the 8th. And that situation resolved itself November the 5th. That's over with, man. It's on to the next. And believe me, right? Believe me. And you ain't heard it here first because it's been said a long time ago, right? People don't plan for elections the day that the shit happen, right? As we sit here on this live, somebody right now is planning to run for president in the next 4 years. It's already been planned, and it's already goddamn me getting set up who gonna run for it, right? It's a gambling game, man. It's who has the most money is the person that's is the one that's gonna win. But ain't nobody playing the game straight up. Trust me. Ain't nobody playing it. It's no different than going to the casino, right? It's the man that spends the most money that walks away with some money. Every now and then, you might get lucky and win something, right? Every now and then, you might get lucky and win something at the casino. But if you ain't putting no real money in the machine, you ain't walking away with no money. You just ain't doing it. That's why it's called the gambling casino. You gambling. Either you gonna win or you gonna lose. And I always tell people, if you can't stand to lose, do not participate. Because if you don't win, it ain't gonna feel good. So it's a win-win situation for the people that's got something to really lose, right? And that's real talk. Now, let's talk about this. In the next couple of months, right? Some people's lives are gonna be fucked up. They're gonna be turned upside down. In the next couple of months, it's gonna people's lives are gonna be turned upside down. But remember this, man, like I said, you have to understand what game you participate in, because on the outside, the game can look good, but it's rigged. The game is rigged. It's only rigged for the person that's in charge of the game. But as long as they can get you to participate in the game, they got you exactly where they want you at. Sometimes you got to stand fast on that shit. You can't get involved in everything you see because it's a motherfucking setup. Trust me, it's a setup, right? Now, let's talk about this. Yeah, he'll be here. We'll get him here. We ain't no hurry. We just gonna let him get established. We're gonna let Pat King get established and settled in before we bring him to the show. He'll be here, man. I'm quite sure he got a lot to say. He did 30 years flat, man, but he'll be introduced to the whole world. Y'all know how we do it. We take care of our own. So I'm gonna bring him in. We working on it as we speak. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't got no pay, man. Like I said, I mean, you probably meant that you fuck with Trump, but you said we fuzz with Trump. So I'm assuming I'm gonna try to straighten that up for you, where you said you fuck with Trump. To each his own, man. To each his own, right? I'm not a politician. I don't get hung up on that shit. So shit don't bother me because at the end of the day, where I reside at is still gonna be the same because I determine what happens here in this house. As long as I continue to do what I was doing even before Trump was in office, my shit is good. You know, you got to understand, you got to learn how to adapt on the fly and say, you know what it is. But I understand that any game you participate in, if you participate in that game straight up, you're going to lose. That's what gambling is. If you don't know how to cheat, you're not going to win. The man that participates in the game fairly barely wins. It's like going to buy a scratch-off ticket from 7-Eleven. And I know it's a lot of people that bought scratch-off tickets. And you might buy 10 tickets. And the money you spent on the ticket is the money that you win back, right? Because the people that designed the game did not design it for you to win. They designed it for you to participate. It didn't say you was gonna win, right? But participating in the game feels good. Just knowing that you participated in the game without knowing the end results of the game, right? It's no different than this election. This election was planned years ago. Years ago. It was planned years ago, and it was carefully strategized who was going to participate and who wasn't going to participate, right? Because they playing the game at a high level. This ain't no lower level game. This is a high level game that they playing, right? They plan to empower other people later on down the line, right? Because we know one thing, Trump only has 4 years in this office. And at this particular moment, he's what, 78, something like that? This game is played for other people later on down the line to empower other people, right? But most people don't know how this game is played. It ain't played for today, it's played for the future. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's played for. So you have to understand how to play the game, man. But you have to have pieces on the board, right? You have to have pieces on the board. And some people gonna get sacrificed. And in this case, it ain't gonna end well for illegal immigrants. In the next couple of months, a lot of those people that participated in this game will be ripped apart from the people that's in their family. Remember what I said. The Hispanics that participated in this game, months later, you will get your reward, and your reward will be this. The people that are close to you or that are housed in your house will be ripped apart. And then you're gonna ask yourself, what the fuck? But it's the game. It's the game you played. It's the game you played. But understanding beats the world, though. You have to understand what game you participate in before you play the shit. You have to understand that it's very important. And anything you get involved with, you got to do your homework. Because millions of Americans that participate in this game are from here, right? Born and raised here. They was born and raised here. So the only heartache that these people will have is this particular person didn't get in the White House. 6 months from now, those people go back to work and everything will be fine for them. But for those that are not from here, it's gonna be laws put into place that will send you back to where you came from. And it's fucked up how the game is being played. But the game is only being played on people that are participating in the game and don't know what the game is about. It's a lot of cheating in politics. And it's a lot of sacrificial lambs in politics. That's for real. They come back legally. Trump said we need migrants, not illegal. Understand what I'm telling you? That is so true. But nothing in life is free. Nothing in life is free, right? Nothing in life is free. It takes money to become legal in these United States. I've been employed with people that are trying to get legal documents in this United States. And it takes currency. It's not free. And it takes years and years and years to become legal in this motherfucking America. It don't happen overnight. So let's get that understood. It don't happen overnight. So that's what I mean by participating in a game that you're not fully educated in. You only participated in the game because others participated in the game. And understand this, it's not the people on the outside that's gonna be affected by this shit. Meaning the people that stay here. If you was born here legally, it's not gonna fuck with you. ICE haven't been in effect in a long time. For anybody that's in the chat, if you've ever been employed and you seen when ICE storm workplaces, the shit don't look good. I've been in places where ICE has stormed the workplace and just took people out of that motherfucker. And never to see these people again. I mean, working people, good people. They get up and go to work every day. Just didn't have the necessary paperwork. And this is what's about to happen. That particular law been put on the shelf. You haven't seen ICE at work. My boy Waco said they hit Pilgrim Pride. What I'm saying, that law haven't been in effect because it was put on the shelf. Because they didn't want people torn away from their families that has been here. Well, guess what? That motherfucker is coming back full force. It's coming back full force. Soon you will see ICE on jobs doing the same thing that they did before, right? But that's the game. That's the game. And that's how people get played on, you know? But you have to be a high-level player to understand how this shit is played, right? It's all about putting people in position. You know, this election was about putting people in position for the future. It's never now. It's never now. And that's for real, it's never now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's never for the now. It's always for the later. You know? And that's why I tell people, notice the names. Notice the names of certain places. And you will see who these places are designed for, right? And it's all about making it look fair. Ain't shit fair about certain situations. But those people, they put themselves in a situation to think it's fair has never played at a high level. But they gotta have participants though. They gotta have participants. They got to have a diverse group of participants that participate in the game, or the game is no good. Or the game is no good. You know? But you got to be able to understand how this shit is played, right? For one, let's look at it like this here. Look at it like this here. NFL teams right now, right? We all watch the NFL. We all say this is our team and that's our team, right? In actuality, we don't own no team. We don't own no fucking team, but we all watch it because what is entertainment, right? But the number of people that own the NFL, right, are the same color that the White House is named after. The White House, right? In other words, what I'm saying, you can be the richest person in the world. And I know we've heard this. All money ain't good money, right? It's a reason why a Black America don't own a football team. It's simple. You got the money, but you the wrong color, right? You can't participate in this game right here. We will associate with you all day. You can't participate in this game. You know? You can't participate in this game. That's for real. So the point I'm trying to make is this, man, is that ain't no participating in the game if you don't know nothing about the game. And the people on the outside looking at the game are only spectators with nothing to lose other than your motherfucking feelings. Other than your feelings. Understand what league you in. You have to understand what league you in. And the only person that can make your fucking life better is you. Quit fooling yourself. Can't no president make your life better. It ain't gonna happen unless you are delusional. Unless you are delusional. Can't no one person fix your life. Yeah. Can't fix it, man. 4 years from now, after Donald J. Trump term is up, right? And you still in the same position you were when he went into office and when he leave office. That shit has everything to do with you. And that's for real. He said, Jesus can fix it all. Until then, the world is suffer. I agree with you. I agree, right? But the thing about this is, man, is that I think people participate in certain things to make them feel good or to feel like they accomplished something or that particular person has an advantage over the next person, right? Which, in all reality, you are who you are no matter where you go. Remember what I said. You are who you are. It doesn't matter where you go. And that's for real. You know, these are just people. You have no direct contact to these people at all. And that's what I don't understand. Why be heartbroken over a situation that you are not in control in? And not only that, when you count on a mass group of people to participate in your game, that means you're taking a chance, right? And that's what politics is. You count on a mass group of people to participate in your game, hoping like hell you come out on the other end victorious, right? That's all that shit is. But anytime you depending on somebody else, it ain't gonna never work out the way you think it's gonna work out. It's no different than you betting your money on a football team, hoping that they win. You know? That's fine. Trump says he can fix it. Hey, man, hey, I'm not saying what nobody can fix or what nobody can't fix. I'm just telling you, if you don't get up and do what you have to do every day, your motherfucking light's gonna get cut off. Yeah, you know, and that's real. Yeah. So that's all I gotta say, man. A lot of shit in life, man, is up to you and how you pursue the shit you pursue. But if you wait on somebody else to fix your situation and you base your life around this particular person's life and how they move and how they think, then you fucked anyway, right? Because everything in life is most of the time based on opinions, right? The only thing that are really facts is the shit that you can see every day. What's a fact? If you in this chat, right, you know you here. Becky said, can I get $500 for groceries? I don't know. You probably can get it. You gotta wait till the economy get fixed. You gotta wait till they fix the economy and see how high it's gonna go or how low it's gonna go. You know? And that's real. But it is what it is. You say you want to complain about groceries prices, yet you support individuals who wants to increase. Hey, man, Eddie, I don't know. I didn't, who I vote for, I didn't vote for nobody because I don't want to play the game. That's an emotional game that you can only trick yourself. You can only trick yourself. Politics is an emotional game. What's up, H-Time? Politics is the emotional game where the person that votes can only trick himself if his candidate don't win, because that candidate is only gonna feel disappointed for a few hours and they go back to their millionaire life. Kamala Harris is a fucking millionaire. Donald Trump is a billionaire, right? They only feel certain shit for a few hours. It's never lifelong lasting with these people. Government works like that. These people been politicians for years. Can Trump fix the economy? He can do whatever he feel like he right now, he the most powerful man in the world. Let's put it that way. I'm not a politician, but what I'm saying is this. Ain't nobody gonna put no food on your table but you. You can rest for sure one thing. He ain't finna send you no motherfucking check. No time soon. He is not finna send you no check no time soon. Increased tariffs will force other countries to build America and they won't pay the tariffs. Sounds like a win-win to me. Hey, man, look. It's like when the gas went up. Put it like this, right? It's like when the gas went up. You either gonna get some gas or you're not gonna drive that car. Simple as that. That's the only way you can look at that. Ain't no complaining about it. If the food is high in the grocery store, you either gonna go to the grocery store and buy groceries or you're not gonna eat. That's just the way that is. So, say the price increase is going to be passed consumers. Do your research because educated apparently you don't know. Hey, man, all I'm saying is this. You can't judge a book by its color. Trust me. I know where you're coming from. But what I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is this. Either you gonna buy it or you not gonna buy it. Simple as that. That's all I'm saying. Either you gonna buy it or you not gonna buy it. That's how you gotta look at that. Because if you're not in government to participate, to add to what's going on in this administration, you just like the next person on the outside looking in. Of course, you got a real opinion. You got an opinion, and it's a good one, right? But there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. Either you're going to eat or you're going to starve. Simple as that. Simple as that. You know? That's just the way life is, man. I'm just saying that the election was November the 5th, and it's over with. Today is the 8th, man. Get over it. Get over it, man. It's going to be some people benefit from this, and it's going to be some people don't benefit from it. That's just the way life is. You benefit from certain things, and you don't benefit from certain things. But what you can do is learn from it. That's for real. And it's nothing you can do, man. It's nothing you can do. You know, I really do understand that, you know, the political shit is a game, man. It only interests the people that are interested in. But if you read too much into it, then you have become caught up and you not even in government. You don't have the power to change shit. All you do is lose sleep at night. Can you imagine how many people lost sleep at night when Kamala Harris didn't get elected? Those people lost real sleep. Those people were deeply hurt. That's because they participated in the game. They participated in the game. And the outcome of the game didn't go the way that they wanted to go. They put all their beliefs in other people. And there's nothing in life that's certain, right? There's nothing in life that's certain. Trump fixed whatever give him the most money and how he can get the most money. He's all about, hey, man, hey, on the way to the top as being a billionaire, you're going to step on a lot of people. That's common sense. That's why I said what I said a few minutes ago. If you in a dice game and you are shooting dice and you the person that don't have a loaded dice, you shouldn't be shooting dice because you're not trying to win. And that's the way politics is. If you're not cheating or if you haven't learned how to cheat and get ahead, then you participate in the wrong game. Politics is a dirty game. It's a super dirty game. And that people on the outside looking in don't get that part. They looking for a clean game. It ain't no clean game when you're in politics. Facts. All politicians are about power and greed. It's common sense. Only the people on the outside, which is everyday working people, can't see that because they are expecting a clean game. Yeah. And my thing is this. I'm not trying to be right. I'm just giving the ball, a strike, a strike. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Ain't no sense of complaining about the gas. Ain't no sense of complaining about the groceries. Ain't no sense of complaining about the clothes and the tags that are high on whatever you go purchase. Right now, you're in an either or situation. Either you're going to buy it or you're not going to buy it. Simple as that. Nobody's forcing nobody to do anything, right? Nobody forcing nobody to do anything. But whatever game you participate in, you can rest for sure it's backlash coming from it. Oh, that's cool. I know you want to talk about me. It's all good. Old small dollar showed up, man. But anyway, like I said, man, I ain't gonna be here long. Uh, I just wanted to come tap in. What's good? What's good? What's good, small dollar? You know, y'all know I ain't been here for a minute, but I just came to, I had to come when all the dust settled, when all the crying was over with, when all the people's feelings was hurt, because any game you play, man, it's gonna be some people happy, it's gonna be some people that's upset, right? But I just need people in the near future to look at what kind of game you participate in. Oh, hey man, it's all good. It's my boy Smiles, old people still crying like I did 4 years ago. Say, oh man, look. I just want people to understand, man. Look at the names of certain places that they trying to kick the door in on, right? It's called the White House for a reason, man. It ain't called the Latino house. It ain't called the Black house. It ain't called none of that shit. It ain't called none of that shit. It's called the White House. And people intended to stay like that. But people ignore the signs that's already in front of them, right? It's a crap game, man. If you ain't the one shooting the loaded dice, you ain't trying to win. That's what politics is. It's a crap game. The man that's shooting the motherfucking loaded dice is the man that's trying to really, really win. Just look at the dynamics of the situation and you'll understand where I'm coming from. Got my boy Billy G in the building, man. What's up, Billy? Yeah. So, like I said, man, in a few months, it's gonna be some people that's in trouble. I was about to cry. Thought I lost my last dope. Hey, man. Hey, understanding beats the world, man, right? But I think that people really, really, really didn't look at the dynamics of the game and the participants that was in the game, right? Ain't no doubt. You have to look at the participants that was in the game, man. The participant was in the game, had everything to lose. And, and the other person had everything to gain. And the person that has everything to lose is the person that's gonna try the hardest, right? And that's what happened. Have you ever heard the old saying? Shit, I'ma die trying. And that's what the other person did. And they came out victorious, man. It's only 4 years, man. Look at it like that. When you look at it in that instance, man, you'll be all right. It ain't forever. Everybody get a turn to do whatever they gonna do. Donald J got 4 years. It's his time for 4 years. All that shit is a cycle, man. It's an everlasting cycle. Somebody after that will get another 4 years, and the whole politician game will start all over again. It'll start all over again. If that'll soften your blow for anybody that's still holding on to what could have happened or what should have happened, right? It's like your team going to the Super Bowl and they lose by 1 point. That's the feeling. It's the agony of defeat because nobody likes to lose, right? But we understand everybody can't win. It can only be one winner, man. And a person that's in second place ain't happening, man. Hey, man, like I said, you remember what I just said, right? When you go to the casino, right, the man that spends the most money is probably the man that's going to walk away with some money. And you might have that one person that wins some money. That's only to keep the other people coming back. That's what gambling is. That's exactly what gambling is, right? But you have to look at the format of the situation. Yes, Obama was the president of the United States. He gambled and he won, right? However, it wasn't designed for people of color to keep winning. That ain't the format. That's to keep you coming back and keep you interested. No, this has nothing to do with stimulus checks, man. Stimulus checks were sent out by the government, I mean the Congress. You know, you could have had anybody in office, man. All they had to do is sign off on that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a time where people needed money and they came up with a package and Donald Trump just happened to be the president, so he signed off on the shit. So, you know, let's not get into that where you think fucking Donald Trump sent you stimulus checks out of his pocket. That was already the people's money. He just signed off on it because he was the president. In other words, what I'm telling you, he did exactly what he was supposed to do. He sent aid out to people that wasn't able to provide in the situation that they was in, right? Simple as that. That money did not come out of his pocket. That was already the people's money. Simple as that, man. It don't take rocket scientists, man. I'm just letting people know, man, that the election was November the 5th, man. The election was November the 5th, man. And the day is November the 8th. That was 3 days ago. If you still laying around in that, then we got a problem. You know, I'm quite sure you done been through harder times than that and you bounce back immediately, right? You bounce back immediately. So don't do yourself like that. Don't get caught up in politics. Why? Because you're not a politician. You just a part of the system. And the system don't work without people. And you just happen to be one of those people. You know? You just happen to be one of those people, man. That's for real. Yeah. Ain't no doubt. My thing is this, man, is that it is what it is, man. All I'm saying, man, and next month is a season to where people give away gifts, right? And this thing called Christmas. That's next month, right? So don't let this November the 5th situation take from you so much till you forget about your situation in your life. All I'm saying is your everyday life is still gonna require you to do the same thing for you to get the same results. That's all I'm saying. And recognize signs and names of places, right? And understand this, right? Understand this. Everybody money don't spend everywhere, right? Always know that. You can be the richest man in the world, but some people won't take your money because you are not of the same caliber as these other people are. It's a reason why no person of color own an NFL team. Keep that in mind. But everybody has a team that they cheer for, because without the people, it wouldn't be no team. Without the people that's cheering on the team, it's no team. That's for real. That's what I said, you know. Not all money is good money. Not all money is good money. And that's real. Take, for instance, Tom Brady is one of the well-known football players in the world, right? He only owns a small percentage of the LA Raiders. You know why? Because he hasn't proven himself to those other NFL owners that he is one of them. It's a proven factor, right? You have to prove yourself to people that own certain things in life. That's why he owns a small percentage. Ain't no doubt his money ain't good yet. But we all know he got the money. But them owners of them NFL teams, they look at things a little bit different. And what that difference is, we'll never know. We'll never know. But they can't trust Tom Brady as of right now to be a full participant to play the game. Ain't no doubt. The same with him. The same with him. It ain't, that's why I say, understanding beats the world. But when you're on the outside looking in and you're not participating from the aspects of those people participating, all you doing is putting in feelings and emotions, and your shit is gonna get hurt. Like so many people around the world. You know, so many people around the world feelings was crushed to where you had people actually crying as if somebody in their family had passed away. When actually that didn't happen. You just participated in the game that's controlled by somebody else. That's the worst kind of feeling. That's the worst kind of participant that you can participate in. And that's for real. Yeah. Ain't no doubt. That's why I said what I said. Everybody can't own an NFL team, although they have the money to. But everybody is not getting in that club because you haven't shown that we can trust you with the secrets over here. And that's real. That's all around the world. It's all around the world. And for those that didn't know, during this presidential race, right? X is owned by Elon Musk, right? He bought this motherfucking network. So coming up in this election, they could post whatever they want to post on his network. That's why I was telling people, this shit was designed a long time ago. They was calculating these moves a long time ago. But when you're on the outside looking in, you thinking some shit is fair. The shit ain't fair. You know, it ain't fair. If anybody can remember, Donald Trump had his account knocked off of Twitter, right? And Elon Musk bought it and changed it to X and said, you know what? To alleviate all of that, let me just buy this joint so none of that can't happen, right? $100 million Elon Musk spent on this campaign. $100 million. That's a man that's trying to win. You know why? Because he knew, in fact, if his friend Donald J. Trump won this election, he'll get that $100 million back tenfold. He'll get it back. That's why the stakes was high. And you have to understand where they playing this shit at. They ain't playing the small games. Donald Trump don't give a damn about the White House. He don't care about that. It's empowering other people. So in the next 4 years, when he move around, his people are in place. His people are in place. So whatever he want done, it's gonna get done. Simple as that. He planning for the long haul. It's only the people on the outside planning for the small haul, right? But he planning for the long haul. He know he just got 4 years. He know he not gonna fix that shit in 4 years. It's impossible. It's impossible. But what he did do, he brought the people in his cabinet that's gonna make millions and millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? I hear you, Spall. Yeah, she smashed your ass. Yeah, he cares about that money, man. Ain't no doubt. Hey, man, it is what it is, man. You know, it is what it is. People call it what they want to call it, man. You know, when you play the game at a high stake level, man, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But you have to have other participants in order to play the game. And who he used to play the game? He used America. He used America to play the game. And once he got him to play the game, he won. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he did. But it's a high stake game though, right? Just look at it. You got 34 you got 34 fellas, right? And the only way I can move these fellas, I got to run for president. Because I know if I win, guess what? I can exonerate myself. Because I'm the man with the most power in the world. And can't nobody say shit. And that's for real. Yeah. So the thing about it is here, man, is that it's a lot of people of color that was disappointed. Which is understandable because you thought you had a win-win, right? But you overlooked one thing. It's called the White House for a reason. It's called the White House for a reason. When they named it that, it was for a reason. It's no different than the guys in the NFL that a person of color don't own a team. And that's exactly what the White House is. You can work in the White House, right? You can work there. You can be a politician in the White House and you can participate on the team. But the only person, if we can help it, that's gonna sit behind this Oval Office desk is a white man. Don't ever forget that. Yeah, don't forget that. Ain't no doubt. That's why I say, when you understand the rules and engagement of real game, you will see that this was nothing more than top, upper level tier game. You know, it was top tier game. Everybody got played, even the people that wore the red hats. See, he got them to participate too. Yeah. See, he got the people to participate with the red hats. The MAGA hat, he got them participated. He let them participate in the game. He let all them people participate in the game because he knew one thing, that they was gonna promote his brand. Yeah. He got them to participate and wrap them up in the game, right? And some of these people are poor. Some of them are poor. But they participated in the game. And that's why you see the MAGA situation everywhere, right? That's why you see it everywhere. Yeah, because once you get the people to participate in the game, your work is done. Because they're going to promote you at every level. At every level. Ain't no doubt. But for whatever reason it is, people can't see that. You know, politicians just participation game, man. If they can get the right people to participate and promote the brand, then they makes their job a hell of a lot easier, right? It makes their job a hell of a lot easier. You know, it's like on election day, they passing out MAGA hats to the people in line to ensure these people don't move. See, this is their reward. Understand where I'm coming from. Y'all got to see the game and the play that was played, right? In Pennsylvania, the lines were long. People were leaving, right? But to ensure these people don't leave, what do? They had Donald Trump segregates showing up, passing out MAGA hats. It's like a little token. Here's a hat. You part of the team. Don't get out of this line. We need you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have to see the game that was played, right? And what do these people do that was in them long lines? Oh, they just gave me a hat. I ain't going nowhere. And the hat don't add up to shit. It's a small token of appreciation, you know, but it made you feel like you was a part of the team, though. It made you feel like you was a part of the team. So what do? You stayed in line, you know. Ain't no doubt. But it's just top level game, man. It's top level game. But you got to be able to see it, man, because if not, you're gonna have your heart broke, man. Like all these other people, you know. But once again, if you keep doing what you've been doing these next 4 years, trust me, man, you'll be all right. You know, you'll be all right. But you can't wallow in that shit and try to put yourself in them politicians' position. It ain't gonna work for you. It ain't gonna work for you. Ain't no doubt. The poorest of the poor. Hey, man, that's why I said, man, I just thought I'd come on here, man, and get some real commentary to the situation, man, because I know, like I said, it's November the 8th, and the election was the 5th, and some people still waddling there trying to figure out how this happened. You know, it is what it is, man. You just get over it, you move on, man. But the facts still remain, right? That it's gonna get ugly for some people. It's gonna get real ugly for some people. And it's not the people that was born here. Their life gonna stay the same. But it's gonna get real ugly for some people. And that's real. And they gonna hate they ever participated in this game right here. But it is what it is, man. You know, it is what it is. And I can't add no more or take take nothing from it. You know, as you can see now that the election is over and done with, it's got one more spin on it. That's when the power, the transfer of power is handed over, right? And it'll be done. It'll be done. Once the power is transferred over, it'll be done. It'll be done. And then that 4 years will start to go. And we know 4 years is like 4 days. It's not very long. It comes quick. It comes quick. It comes quick. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But you have to understand one thing, man, that it ain't gonna end well for some people that participated in this game. It's not. It ain't gonna end well, man. And it's it's a hell of a game, But it's a game that, people played. Like I said, man, it'll all be over in 4 years, man. And then you'll have somebody else to cheer for and to go for, It's all game, man. But at the end of the day, man, y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man. And whatever you was doing before he got in office, keep doing it. I guarantee you, man, that it's going to work out for you. It's going to work out for you. But you got to keep waking up and keep doing what you're doing. Because no time soon is any one of those people going broke. Kamala Harris ain't going to go broke. Donald J. Trump, after these 4 years, he's still going to be a billionaire. And guess what? It's going to be some people in some places that they don't want to be. But that's what it's all about, man. And without the people, it wouldn't be no game. Without no participant, it wouldn't be no game. It wouldn't be no game at all without the participants. So in 4 years, you'll be able to participate in the politics, game again. You know, you'll be able to participate again in the next 4. But until then, man, don't lose sight of what's for you. Whatever that may be, don't lose sight of it. Because once them lights go off and you ain't doing nothing about it, they're going to be hard to get turned back on. Because you're not going to be able to reach out to the sitting president or the person that lost. They could care less whether your lights is on or whether they off. And that's real. You just was a participant in this political game, right? In the next couple of weeks, this shit'll all be over with. It'll be all be over with. So until next time, man, y'all do me a favor. Stay up and continue to do what you've been doing. I am. Salute.